Hello, everyone. We're from Group 3 for the course Introduction to Entrepreneurship. Today, we will be doing a presentation of our business idea called StudySync. To introduce ourselves, my name is Eugenia Chantikadewi.
My name is Bunga Nesha Darundriyo.
My name is Davina, Ardhia, Riandhita.
My name is Nasyava Putri Rinenggo.
Okay, to start, StudySync is an AI-powered study planner for university students. So for the problem, university students in rigorous programs struggle to manage academic deadlines and activities, often leading to stress, procrastination, and burnout. For the customer, busy university students who needs help organizing their time, staying on track with deadlines, and balancing school with personal and extracurricular commitments. And for the solution, we present StudySync, which is an AI-powered study planner that creates personalized schedule, tracks deadlines, and syncs with university portals, which keeps student focused and motivated. For the customer personas and pain points, so the customer personas is first one is Alex Carter, which is the CEO of StudySync, leading its vision and growth. For the goals, he wants to expand user base, build university partnership, and increase premium conversions. For the challenges, university bureaucracy, strong competition, and differentiating premium features. And for his motivation, he wants to innovate constantly, focus on user needs, and boost retention through engagement. The second persona is Emily Ten, which is a 20-year-old business student juggling activities and academics. She needs better time management, motivation, and deadline tracking. That's why StudySync delivers personalized schedules, reminders, and productivity insights. And for the third persona is David Chen, who is the competitor. He's the founder of a traditional study app. The challenges he faces is he's losing users to StudySync's freemium model, falling behind on innovation. For the pain points, the first one is overload and burnout from heavy workload. Second one is no personalized study plans. Third one is miss deadlines due to poor tracking. Fourth one is inefficient time management. Fifth one is low motivation and accountability. Fifth one, Sixth one is fragmented productivity tools. And the seventh one is lack of integration with university systems. Next is problem and impact on customer personas. So first is Alex Carter, who is the co-founder and CEO of StudySync. He is facing difficulty scaling the platform. He's struggling to secure university partnerships and convert free users to paying subscribers in a crowded market. This has a big impact, which is growth is slowing and brand is reaching is limited. And also the revenue bottlenecks are threatening sustainability. There is a high pressure to stay competitive, and there is also a missed market opportunities and risk of burnout managing all of these challenges. And the second persona is Emily Tan, which is the student persona. She is having a problem by she feels overwhelmed by university demands, struggling with organizations, time management, and motivation. And for the impact is lower stress and anxiety. Increased stress and anxiety, and also lower academic performances, missed extracurricular and network opportunities, reduce overall well-being and risk of burnout, and also feelings of inadequacy and low confidence. The next is David Chen, which is the disrupted competitor. His problem is that his traditional one-time purchase study planner loses relevance against AI-powered freemium apps like StudySync. The impact is declining revenue and market share, perceived as outdated and less valuable, business uncertainty and pressure to innovate, and also risk of business failure if unable to adapt.
So next we're gonna walk you through our minimum viable product strategy for StudySync. So our goal is to avoid overbuilding and focus on what actually matters for students. Here's how we're gonna learn, build, and also measure. So the first one, we're gonna talk about learn. Before writing a single line of code, we want to deeply understand our users, which was university students. So our goal here is to uncover their real behaviors and frustrations around students planning, not just what they say, but what they do. We've defined a few key hypotheses we want to test, which is students prefer personalized study plans over generic ones. They often struggle with time management and staying on top of deadlines. Features like reminders and progress tracking could boost their productivity, and they'll actually use a simple AI planner if it saves them time daily. So, how are we going to learn? The first one is problem interviews. We'll speak with 15 to 20 students across business, engineering, and medicine to explore their current tools, whether that's Notion, Google Calendars, or paper planners, and what's not working for them. Next is surveys. We'll launch a short Google form to validate how often students miss deadlines, how they currently plan, and whether they'd be interested in AI Planner. And last is competitor analysis, a light review of tools like My Study Life, Todoist, and Notion templates to understand where we can uniquely deliver value. Next slide, please. Once we validate our assumptions, we'll build a minimal but powerful MVP to test our riskiest ideas quickly. The goal here is to deliver core value with as little complexity as possible. So our MVP includes simple sign up or login, ability to input courses and deadlines, a basic AI study planner generator, daily to-do list with reminders, a calendar of deadlines, and also a progress tracker like a streak counter. Design-wise, we're laser focused on fast onboarding that inputs courses in under 5 minutes, visual clarity, which tasks sorted by priority, and motivations, where progress bars or strict badges to keep students engaged. And there's also tech stack, which includes fronted, React for web, Flutter for mobile, backend, which includes Firebase for authorizations and database, notifications that can push or email reminders, and also AI engine that is a simple rule-based prioritization system, includes deadlines, closers get higher weight. Next slide. And lastly, there's measure. So once the MVP is live, we'll focus on validation through real usage. So our goal here is to focus to see if the app helps students actually study better and if they want to keep using it. So here are the few key metrics. The first one is daily active users or DAU. So are they coming back daily? Next is task completion rate. Are tasks getting done? Churn rate after 7 or 14 days. Are we losing users quickly? Net promoter scores or NPS. Would they recommend StudySync? And lastly, there's task created per week. Are they actively planning with it? And we'll also collect feedback by in-app survey after 1 week and also user interviews with 10 to 15 active users to ask what most helpful, what frustrates them, and also what features would they love to see. Next slide. And we'll also have the business model canvas for StudySync. So the first one we'll talk about the problem. So university students today face a threefold challenge. The first one being they struggle to manage schedules and deadlines efficiently. They experience high stress from academic overload and poor time management, and they often lack the consistent motivation needed to study effectively. So despite the availability of productivity tools, most aren't built with the unique rhythms of students' life in mind. What are students using today? So students currently rely on traditional physical planners, basic calendar, and reminder apps like Google Calendar or generic one-time purchase study apps. These solutions are either too static, too manual, or simply not tailored for academic life. And our solution for StudySync. So StudySync is an AI-powered personalized study planner with features such as automatic syncing with university portals for real-time deadlines updates, motivational nudges, a productivity tracking, and customizable study schedules, and even group collaboration tools for peer accountability. So it's not just a planner, it's a smart assistant designed to help students study better, not harder. And why are we different? So, our value proposition is simple but powerful. A smart, adaptive AI study assistant that helps students study efficiently, stay motivated, and manage deadlines, all in one app that fits naturally into university life. So, think of it as Google Calendar meets Duolingo, but for academic success. And what gives us a competitive edge? We have three unfair advantages. The first one being direct integration with university academic system for real-time updates. Second is advanced AI customizations based on user behavior and preference, and a freemium model that lower entry barriers and drives viral growth. So this combination makes it hard for competitors to replicate our personalized students first approach. And who are we building this for? Our primary users are university students in demanding fields like business, engineering, medicine, and STEM, and students with time management struggles, and also universities that want to improve academic performance and student success. And who will adopt first? We're targeting ambitious students balancing academics, internships, and extracurriculars. Tech-savvy users already using tools like Notion or Google Calendar, and also student organizations looking to improve member performance. So these early adopters will help shape our product and build community trust. And how will we reach users? So we'll grow study syncs through university partnerships and learning system integrations, the App Store and Google Play, social media marketing on platforms such as TikTok and LinkedIn, and lastly, influencer collaborations, referral programs, and also campus ambassadors. And how do we measure success? So our key matrix includes beta test signups and free-to-paid conversion rates, DAU or MAU ratio to track engagements, churn rate of premium users, and also LTV versus CAC, making sure we retain users cost effectively. How will StudySync makes money? So we'll operate on a freemium model, which has basic tier at $5 per month, pro tier at $10 per month, enterprise pricing for universities, in-app purchases for premium features, and affiliate commissions from educational partners. Where does the money go? So our main costs are AI and app development, cloud hosting and data security, marketing and partnerships, university sales and operations, and also legal compliance for students' data protection. Yeah. Next slide.
Okay, so next on to validate our assumptions and better understanding about the potential adoption of StudySync itself, we designed a market research questionnaire using a 5-point Likert scale, which is the first one is strongly disagree, second is slightly disagree, three is neither agree nor disagree or neutral, fourth is slightly agree, and fifth is strongly agree. So the questionnaire includes 10 items that assess various dimensions, such as the likelihood of trying StudySync, willingness to use it regularly, belief in its helpfulness, and the interest in its features. So the first question is about the likelihood of trying, which is I am likely to try using StudySync in the near future for my study planning. The second question is the consideration for regular use, which is I would consider using StudySync regularly to help manage my academic workload. The third question is about recommendation to others. It is stated that I would recommend StudySync to other university students facing similar organizational challenges. The fourth question is willingness to learn. I am willing to spend time learning how to use StudySync effectively. The fifth question is about preference over current methods, which is I would prefer using StudySync over my current methods of managing my studies. The sixth is anticipated usefulness. It is said that I anticipate that StudySync would be a useful tool for organizing my academic life. And the seventh is about the intention to integrate, which is I intend to integrate StudySync into my daily routine for managing my studies. And the eighth is belief in helping, which is I believe StudySync would genuinely help me stay organized and on track with my studies. And the ninth is the interest in the features of StudySync. The features offered by StudySync will be personalized schedules, deadline tracking, and etc. Makes me interested in using it. And lastly is about the overall intention, which is my overall intention to use StudySync for managing my university studies is high. So these statements help us measure users' behavioral intentions, perceived usefulness, and motivational appeal. For example, questions like the anticipated usefulness and interest in features, it could directly reflect how much value students see in the StudySync's AI-powered and personalized functionalities. And altogether, this survey data guided the validation of our hypothesis. Next slide, please. Okay, so based on both user research and insights from the questionnaire, we validated 4 key hypotheses that support our product solution fit. The first hypothesis focuses on perceptions of AI-powered functionality. So the problem is that modern university students increasingly seek high intelligence tools that can offer personalized academic support, right? And many struggles to manage complex schedules and diverse coursework demands and are attracted to technologies that promise adaptive and data-driven assistance. So the rationale is StudySync leverages artificial intelligence to provide personalized scheduling, adaptive planning, and insightful study recommendations. When students perceive these AI features as effective and relevant to their academic needs, their perceived value of the application increases. So then this perception of technological innovation directly contributes to a higher likelihood of adoption. And then the second hypothesis examines the ease of use. So the problem is that students enrolled in rigorous academic programs often avoid adopting new tools that appear complex or time-consuming. So then the potential cognitive and time load of learning a new application can act as a significant barrier to adoption. And the rationale in StudySync is that an intuitive, user-friendly interface that aligns with students' existing workflows is crucial for reducing the friction in adoption. If students perceive StudySync as easy to use and simple to integrate into their daily routines, their intention to use the app could increase. And the perceived ease of use is a critical determinant in technology acceptance models and is highly relevant in the context of educational tools. Next slide, please. Okay, so our third hypothesis is related to the motivational features. So the problem is about the lack of motivation and the difficulty maintaining students' academic consistency that are common issues faced by the uni students. So without external structures or accountability in its mechanisms, students may fall behind in their studies, right? So the rationale being StudySync includes features designed to enhance users' motivation, such as progress tracking, reminders, and achievement milestones. And these tools can create a sense of accountability and it could foster consistent study habits. When students recognize these features as valuable in addressing their motivational challenges, then their likelihood of adopting the app could increase. And lastly, the fourth hypothesis focuses on the peer influence, or the social influence. So the problem being students often rely on social cues and peer recommendations when deciding whether to try new academic tools, and observing peers successfully using a product can significantly influence individual decisions making. So the rationale is that social influence plays a key role in the diffusion of innovations, right? If students see their classmates using and benefiting from StudySync, they are more likely to perceive the tool as a credible and worth trying. And peer endorsements provides both reassurance and validation, which can significantly increase the adaptation rates. Okay, next slide, please.
Okay, so now we will talk about statistical data for validating research. Motivational features are tools or design elements in StudySync aimed at increasing a student's engagement, self-regulation, and study persistence. These features are based on psychological theories like self-determination theory, which highlights autonomy, competence, and related as key motivators. We tested 5 independent variables, which is perceived ease of use, belief in AI-powered suggestion, perceived usefulness of adaptive scheduling, motivation and feedback features, and peer influence. Our dependent variable is students' likelihood of using StudySync in the future. In the first hypothetical regression, predictors x1, x2, x4, and x5 had significant p-values under 0.05. This suggests that ease of use, belief in AI, motivation features, and peer influence significantly affect students' likelihood of future use. Adaptive scheduling, or X3, was borderline with a p-value of 0.078. Based on this, we reject the null hypothesis. Next slide, please. However, in the actual regression using data from 30 respondents, none of the predictors were statistically significant. P-values are more than 0.05, and the R-square value was only 0.263, and the adjusted R-square was 0.109, indicating a weak explanatory power. The F-statistic p-value was 0.171, meaning the model is not statistically significant overall. Therefore, we fail to reject the null hypothesis in the real-world data, and it represents students' perceptions of StudySync features do not significantly predict feature use, at least based on this sample size. Next slide, please. And now, moving to the competitor analysis, StudySync aims to stand out by integrating AI technologies and a student-centered design. And we analyze 5 platforms, which are Notion, Todoist, My Study Life, Google Calendar, and Trello. Each has its own strengths. For example, Notion is highly customizable, and Todoist is great for task management. My Study Life is tailored to students, and Google Calendar integrates well with the Google ecosystem, and Trello supports intuitive visual management. However, all of them lack something crucial, which are automation, academic-specific features, or motivational tools. For instance, Notion requires manual setup and lacks AI-driven recommendations, while Trello is not designed for education and lacks academic context. In contrast, StudySync distinguishes itself by offering adaptive scheduling powered by AI, integration with LMS, and motivational tools. This enables it to address key gaps left by existing tools. Next slide, please. Now let's look at the comparative advantages of the MVP. StudySync brings 7 standout features that competitors generally lack. First, AI-driven personalized scheduling adapts to deadlines, workload, and habits, unlike competitors that rely on manual setup. Second, academic deadline integration syncs with institutional LMS, ensuring timely and accurate planning. Third, features like strict tracking and progress dashboard promote motivation and accountability. Fourth, it enables group study planning through real-time peer schedule syncing, which fosters collaboration. Fifth, onboarding is streamlined with an intuitive interface requiring less than 5 minutes to set up, unlike tools like Notion, which often demand customization. And six, its business model offers premium access with AI-tailored features, providing real value while encouraging upgrades. And seven, StudySync offers productivity analytics that deliver personalized insight, helping user reflect and improve. Next, please.
Okay, so to wrap it up, our product StudySync, it offers an AI-powered solution for university students struggling to manage their academic and extracurricular workloads. So by providing personalized study schedules, automated deadline tracking, and motivational tools, we address real pain points that are often ignored by generic planning apps. Our MVP strategy zeroed in on essential features and used data-driven validation to ensure we're aligned with actual students' needs. And while our data didn't statistically confirm every feature's impact, it emphasized the importance of continuous iteration and feedback. So ultimately, StudySync positions itself as a key academic successful tool with AI at the heart of its differentiation. Next slide. Okay, so this visualization brings StudySync to life. On the left side, you can see about the deadline tracker, which integrates course schedules and sends smart notifications to keep students on track. And on the middle part is the daily focus mode, which helps students to prioritize tasks and stay in a productive flow. And on the right, we've added motivational insights like the weekly review, which could highlight the study streaks and progress, giving users an emotional reward for their efforts. And these features could work together to build a structure, accountability, and motivation into students' routines, making academic success more achievable. Next slide. Okay, so that's all for our presentation. Thank you all for listening and for your attention.